Hey there folks, today I'd like to take a casual peek into the LEGO Hero Factory Raw-Jaw Constructible Figure Set. This set is numbered 2232 in the LEGO line and contains 52 pieces. I believe this set is part of Series 3 of LEGO Hero Factory. I'm not quite sure, I think it is Series 3. And was originally released in 2011. And cost anywhere from $11 to $12 at retail. Now I do remember picking up a set on clearance. I can't remember which store it was. I believe it was at Walmart where I got it on clearance, and paid about $6, $7 for the set. Taking a look at Raw-Jaw here on the box, you can see he's of a monstrous design, not a humanoid design, and is a villain if controlled by the witch doctor. And it looks very similar to a gorilla, a cross between a gorilla and a warthog due to the huge teeth there. And pretty cool. Taking a look at the back of the box here, you can see various pictures of LEGO Hero Factory. Looks like a witch doctor here, a hero being constructed, Makuhiro City I believe it's called, and the planet that the heroes go to where Raw-Jaw is at. Here we have a picture of two LEGO Hero Factory sets duking it out. Of course, Raw-Jaw here, and I believe this is Bulk, and they are fighting it out there. We'll be right back and have the contents of Raw-Jaw out of the box. Alright, we have the contents of Raw-Jaw out of the box. And as you can see, it comes with quite a few items, and we're going to go ahead and take a look at this first. This is the assembly manual for Raw-Jaw, and it consists of about 28 pages of information on how to put Raw-Jaw together right here, and also some information I guess about this later version of Hero Factory. And there's also a parts list here, and right here some more information I guess about the online portion of Hero Factory there, and HeroRecon.lego.com, Hero Recon team, and also I guess for the club, and survey information, so pretty interesting. Next thing we have are these two items that were not in the bag. So you basically have the body frame here, and what looks like an armor piece, which also can be used for other things besides armor. And this particular piece is colored gray on there. And the Raw-Jaw set comes with two bags, one smaller bag here of smaller parts on there. Pretty cool. And of course you have the larger bag here, consisting of the bigger parts, and you can see he's going to be primarily a red and black color schemed Hero Factory figure. So pretty cool. Now we'll be right back and have Raw-Jaw put together. Alright, we're back and we have the Raw-Jaw put together, and I'm not even sure why I thought this was a cross between a gorilla and a warthog. Maybe it was the pictures I saw, but once I put this together and saw it in person, it's really more of a cross between, I'd like to say, a gorilla and a saber-toothed tiger. It's just really, really cool. I know that's an odd combination, but depending on the pose you put this Hero Factory figure in, you could see elements of the brutish size and form of a gorilla mixed in with the feline aggressive styles of a saber-toothed tiger. It's really, really cool, and I think this is one of the better sets from Series 3, and one of my favorites. Now taking a look at the Raw-Jaw here in more detail, it's actually pretty cool, and you can see you can put this Hero Factory figure on either all fours or on its hind legs, depending on how you want to pose it. And you can see it's primarily red with red and silver accents there. It's actually kind of neat. And right away you could see that the back half of this figure is a shorter, stuntier form compared to the really roided up front form, especially with the front legs here, and of course the huge jaws there. And it's really cool in a way. This back part and the shoulders here do represent, I think, a gorilla form with the stunty legs there and really bulky shoulder front area. And also the head here is also a mix, I think, of not a I guess simian type features mixed in with feline features. It's actually kind of cool. And of course you can take a look at the legs here. It's just really beefy, or the front legs or arms, depending on how you want to call it, but it's just really cool. And one of the neat things about this particular Hero Factory figure is that it's actually constructed well. There aren't really many exposed areas that I've noticed from Hero Factory figures. A lot of Hero Factory figures have a lot of exposed areas, especially like underneath or on the back of a figure. But this one is actually decently covered all the way around. Even the underneath here is decently covered. You really cannot see too much of the skeletal frame of this Hero Factory figure, and it's really cool. A really good use of the parts to conceal the skeletal structure. And also it's decently articulated. A lot of articulation points on this. Just well use of the parts to create a very nice looking Hero Factory figure. Now you can see here starting with the head. Like I mentioned earlier, it's got a mix of simian and feline features there. It's actually pretty neat. And what's really cool is that they Lego has opted not to use a translucent head underneath to highlight the eyes. They actually use a solid piece of plastic with a tampon here design, which is actually kind of neat, because right here you can see the design there. It looks like a very rigid body type structure there, but it's a solid silver plastic or gray plastic, and you can see the solid plastic underneath where the eyes would be. And that's kind of cool how they use that plastic as the eyes themselves, and it's really neat. Instead of glowing eyes, you really have these contrast of silver behind the red there. So it's actually pretty decent. I really like that on there, and a nice use of the tampon area here. A lot of times on the Hero Factory figures it's either a part of an arm or a leg, but this is actually the back of the neck here, so it's actually pretty cool. I really like that. Over here on top we have the back here. I think this is the control mechanism that the Witch Doctor uses to control the creature. It's a corrupted something. I haven't followed the storyline too much. I know Munchkin number 2 has followed it more than I have, but I believe this is he corrupts this portion of the creature to control it, from my understanding. And pretty cool. And you got the silver continuing from the back of the neck to the back here, and it's very cool. And this is really here the only truly exposed area between the back and the tail there, but with the mix of the black color scheme, it's not too noticeable here, especially with the tail spike here. And he does have a short stubby tail here that's articulated in looks like 3 joint areas, so that's pretty neat. And you have this black spike sitting on top there, so it's really neat, and you can get in all decent kinds of poses there. And I mentioned the legs earlier. They're well covered here and blended well with the red color part. So even though this is slightly exposed underneath, but because it's red with the armor here, it blends well, so it doesn't really look like it's exposed too much. You get the short stunty legs, and then you have the longer I guess arm or leg here with a nice accent piece here on top of the armor. And also on the forearm here area, which is a nice use of the Lego Hero Factory piece. And of course you got the claws here for the paw or hand. Very cool. Another use of the spike that was from the tail there. Really cool, and the individual claws here, which is very cool. Really nice. And underneath here you can see a nice efficient use of the space here to conceal this skeletal structure. And it's actually kind of neat in how you can also see that the head does not sit on that skeletal piece right here. It's actually on a part above it. So that's pretty cool there. And it's really neat. Now we're gonna go ahead and go over the articulation of this, because this has a pretty decent range of articulation, and we're gonna start out with the head here. The jaw for raw jaw, I guess the centerpiece of this particular Hero Factory figure, it does move up and down, and it's actually kind of cool. You can see he does have the jaw open and close, and it actually does rotate as well, so that's kind of neat. I really like that. And just a really nice design for these jaws here, for what I originally thought were tusks, but I think it's more like teeth from a saber-toothed tiger type like animal there. It's very cool. You can see the fangs on the head there. And the head is attached at the base of the head on the neck area, so you can actually rotate it. Oh, it's over here, I'm sorry, right there. And you can rotate it around, up and down, and there's a second joint at the neck underneath there, so you can have multiple poses of the head. Really added range of articulation. It's actually kind of neat. The legs, or the front legs, are on the shoulder joint there. You can get it all the way around, in and out. There is a sort of an elbow joint that can go front and back here, a little bit side to side. And then there's also added articulation for the hand or front claw area. It's a ball joint, so you can get it down, up, around, and also the individual front claws swivel up and down, so that's kind of neat. You can get a really variety of poses there. The back leg is similar, but it's a lot smaller and simpler. Legs go all the way around at the hip area. There is a knee joint area. You can move front and back and slightly side to side. And a ball joint for the back foot or paw. It allows you to go all the way around, ankle pivot type movement, and slightly forward and back. And also the tail, like I said, it has multiple joints, segments, so you can move it at the base, and also at the side here in the middle portion, and a ball joint at the tip of the tail there, so you can get it around, in and out. So a variety of articulation joints that you can get this guy in a lot of poses, whether you want him slightly on twos, ready to pounce on you if you want, or even entirely on his hind legs there if you wanted to, but I prefer all fours. Yeah, it's a nice blend of the strength of a gorilla with the agility of a feline. So really cool, and I really like this set. One of my favorites from this series. This is my casual peek into the Hero Factory Raw Jaw constructible figure set. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.
Yeah.